Welcome to Future Talks at Reflect Festival. I'm here today with Linzi Boyd.
Hello.
Linzi, 11 years ago, you founded One Earth.
Yes, I did.
And the reason was to bring good in business and the world. What was the driving force that inspired you to do that?
Look, 11 years ago, I found purpose. I had been building businesses my entire career. I left school at a very young age of 15 and I set my first business up at 18. And I then sold that first business at 21. I set my second business up when my friends were going to university and I set up 7 distribution channels around the world. I had my shoes. It was a fashion sneaker brand in the Design Museum and I sold the business to Caterpillar. At 24, my third business, I spent 17 years building, renovating and refreshing some of the most famous brands on the high street. So G-Star, Superdry, Wrangler, Lacoste, many retail brands. And do you know, one day I kind of woke up and I looked back at the girl that left school at a very young age, who had all these dreams of kind of shifting the world into a new era. And I felt like I had to move from the commercial side of only building business and move into a space of building businesses around a purpose. And I knew that in order to do that, I needed to build a technology platform. One Earth, a platform for good, where I could have 3 platforms in one. Now, if you can imagine me saying to people, I'm going to build a platform with 3 platforms in one, they kind of thought I was mad. Is it an LMS? Is it a community focused, Linzi? And I'm like, no, it's a world and it's a gamified world. And you're going to come onto this world and you're going to literally build businesses that are going to impact change in the world.
That's actually amazing. Now, in terms of businesses, you have the businesses trying to embrace the ESG standards and move towards more sustainable models. What are the biggest challenges in doing that? What's keeping businesses back in doing the next step?
So look, I've had about 5,500 businesses go through my schools, my business schools globally. And that was pre my platform, One Earth, going live. And then the pandemic hit. And I had a couple of thousand of them come around me in 10 days. And what I would say to anybody that asks that question is that the main problem that holds people back is their mindset.
Yeah.
If we can get people to believe that they can shift a business model from 20th century thinking of just purely around profit to 21st century thinking around purpose beyond profit and legacy beyond fame, that means, and I teach people, you're moving your business from just having a business model that's a marketing strapline around purpose to driving it into an ethical business model. Now, I teach for, and I have done for the London Stock Exchange, I teach for the London Mayor's Office and so forth. So I help people to understand how to build brand equity value, how to build the equity value of a business. But people have woken up to purpose. And you have to switch your mindset over to understanding that you can build a very successful business, increase the valuation, increase the sales, increase the awareness, but also drive a cultural business model, drive the legacy, the purpose and the influence. And it's all a mindset shift. If you can switch your mindset over and go on an unlearning to relearn again, some people need to relearn business because they built businesses pre-digital and learn in a new way. Then you put people into a place of neutral and they're now able to be open-minded to build a business differently for the 21st century.
And legacy over fame is a very key takeaway.
Massively, because people want to be famous. I wrote a book called Brand Famous, which was a global success. And the reason why I wrote that book was because I say to people, who wants to be famous? And obviously people are like, what are you talking about? And then I go, actually, who wants to be known in their industry for making a difference, outside of their industry for making a difference, or in the world for making a difference? And that is a form of fame. But you're doing it around a legacy, around a purpose, and what do you want to be known for? And I left that in my talk at the Reflect Festival yesterday when I opened the conference.
That's actually spot on, and your talk, I'm sure it was amazing. Now, what would you advise the younger generation of entrepreneurs who are trying to find their purpose? How would they find their purpose based on your experience?
The first thing I say to people is, like I just said to you, if you want to be known, and if you say, yes, I want to be known in my industry or outside my industry or in the world for making a difference, what do you want to be known for? I've done a board game called The Race to Impact the World, which has just gone into stores, and I'm teaching kids. It's a family board game, and on the board game it says, I am known for, and it teaches you as you race around the game how you build your profile around a purpose. So that's step one. And then think about, I am known for in business, I am known for in industry, I am known for in society, I am known for in the world. Do that as an exercise at home. And then the second thing I'm saying to people now is there's three key things. So known for is the first. The second one is move yourself from being a brand to being a movement. Lead with your purpose. So people brands are now more important actually than the business brand itself. Lead with your purpose, but build yourself as a movement. So stop thinking about your clients as a client base and start thinking about them as your community. And the third thing then is move yourself from a place of competition to collaboration. And this is how I've been bringing industries together. So I've brought the travel industry together, the dental industry together, the hospitality industry together. I've got 10 global chambers on my platform all come together to be able to race to net zero. And what I say to them is you have to move out of a mindset now of thinking that they are competition. People in the tech industry, they're competition, they're in my space, and look at them as collaboration. Because the supply chain has changed. We're building circular business models where we're driving it into the economy, purpose economy. So the supply chain is no longer, I have a car and I'm selling the car. It's like, well, where's the fabric of the car? How am I treating the staff? Where's the funds going to at the end of that, and so forth. So think about unconventional partnerships, and partnerships come inside your industry as well, from competition to collaboration.
It's a creation of an ecosystem.
It is, and it's a creation of a movement. And when you create a movement, you can campaign together. And what I said on my talk was, lobbying to governments will be over. I even said it will be dead. And we will move into a space, because younger generation realize that you can build a movement, campaign together, shift the consumer mindset, and then the consumer changes the way the governments are doing things, because if enough consumer demands something, then policies change.
Linzi, that was very insightful. Thank you for joining us at Future Talks. I do hope that you enjoy your time here at Reflect Festival and Cyprus. It was your first time here.
It is. I'm loving it.
And thank you for watching. We're going to see you at our next Future Talks.